Hello everyone, I'm Mary Linda, and Kathsaddiction and a few others had requested that I do a video on the small leather goods collection, which I'm happy to do. And I have quite a lot, so I will do this video focusing on the Louis Vuitton products, and it will be presented in no special order, but I wanted to share what collection I have with you, and so we will begin. This one is the key fob, and as very popular, people know a lot about this. I keep my business cards in there. And I have this in the mono, and you'll see I also have it in the damier ebene. It's just buried in here and hasn't been pulled out yet. So this was my first SLG. This is what I'm presently keeping my keys in, so let me take that out. And when I go to work out in the morning, I keep the pass in there, and I keep an extra copy of my insurance. It's one of those things that I didn't use this piece for a long time, and now I'm using it constantly. But this is that empreinte leather, and this is in that original red. I don't know if they've changed it or not, but it's really nice. And I'll use this to attach the keys sometimes, but a lot of times I just want to keep them separate, so I have that in there. So there's a lot, so I don't want to get off in reviews. I have a tendency to, whatever piece I pick up, I just love so much, I want to talk to you all about it. But moving on, I have a small agenda. This is in the PM size, and I got this used off of a friend on Facebook, and she also had one which I fear I didn't put in, but it's in the monogram, so I have two. Oh no, I have three. Oh my goodness, I have okay, so I have this one, and currently I'm not using this, but I have also this in the monogram, which I do use on the regular, keep it in many of my handbags, but not all the time, depending upon the size. And then I also have one in the vernis that's red that I keep up with students, and I had that monogrammed with my name in it, and gosh, I'll try to add that to the end. I just don't know the editing, but anyway, I really like it also, but I'm a little bit afraid to carry that in bags, and I've just elected to keep that at home at all times when I work with students, so that works well. And then I have this here, and this is a pochette, the small. I used to use this constantly whenever a phone would fit in here, and now the phones are too big. But when I could, my phone and keys were always in here. But as soon as I use this as a key fob, occasionally I use it as a wallet. Sometimes I use it for a little catch-all. I love it. It's no need to leave my collection, and I'll find that on an SLG that I will use one religiously, and then it gets put away for a long time. But this is definitely one I feel like would come back and get used on at some point. So I'm not too worried about that at all. So when I can and I'm not using my SLGs, then I do like to keep them in their dust cover. And this one is the other key fob I mentioned. So this one's in the damier ebene that has the little attachable key fob. And I have a few business cards in there, but it's nice. I really like it. I like having both, and I am interested in the light color, the damier, but I don't know. These two are enough for me, for sure, for now, whatever. And then this is the number 19. I used to have this in the monogram, and I did sell it. And then later, I was at a Louis Vuitton store, and I just kind of fell in love with this epi leather and all the different colors. And this was their pink. Anyway, it's going to be hard probably for this to pick up. It's just like a little LV there. For some reason in this size, I love it, and I love this in the pink, and this is all I need in that pink color. I know there's a specific name for it that's slipping my mind, but it has this beautiful leather interior. I love it, and I do use this a lot, especially if I have well, it doesn't matter if I have a black bag, I'll use this colored bag when I travel, or just in a handbag. And I like the silver zipper. So I have this in the 19. And this one, I just love this. If I had to have one makeup bag that's Louis Vuitton, it would be this one. This is the largest size of 26. And I use this anytime I carry my Totally MM. If I carry my Neverfull, I use this. If I carry a large tote, I use this. If I travel, I use this. I wish I would carry it as a clutch, but I always have to have something with a handle. But I just love the idea of it. There are times that I'll have my basic essentials in here and then take it out of a larger bag and then carry it to the ladies' room or carry it around some event. But usually it's in a larger bag. And then here it is inside with this nice lining, which is just wipes clean. I just really use this a lot. I am very happy I got it. I don't remember when I got it. It was pre-loved, but I have used her a lot. So if you do cost per wear, this is one of those items that it actually would make some sense to have. Another one that would make sense would be cost per wear would be the sunglass case. I've heard reviews on YouTube, and I bit the bullet, got it, and have used this constantly. It is showing some wear, a little bit on the edging, a little bit on the glazing, but not bad for as much as I use it. I mean, this is constant because prescription glasses and then prescription sunglasses. So it's constantly being in and out, and where I live, it's always sunny. So there's a need for it. Love this piece. Probably use this more than any other SLG. Then, in this dust bag, I have a zippy wallet, which is interesting because it almost sold one time, and then it fell through, and I just had it, and then it wasn't long after that I took it out, and I started using it, and I loved it. So I don't know. I haven't tried to sell it, but I do try to keep it stuffed with some paper so that it keeps its shape. But it's like your zippy wallet with lots and tons of compartments. But it's really beautiful. And you could right here attach something to carry it as a clutch if you wanted to. But there are times that I always need a long wallet, almost always. And this one works well. It holds a lot. And it would hold a passport too. So I have that one. I have a lot, I told you. I'm blessed. This is an illustrated piece, and I've said this every time I pull this out, but this little gem reminds me of my grandmother, and she was never, I don't know, pristine. She was just your everyday person, but I don't know. She was still just classy all the way, and just adored her, and it just makes me smile. And I do like the color on the side. This, I just love it. And I do use it. I'm a little bit careful because I don't want it to chip. But this is by far my favorite illustration. And I try to be selective when I do a special edition piece. Well, my personality, I get a bit fickle when it comes to handbags and things. So I try to be more particular with the special edition, but this was a no-brainer, and I just love this piece so much. So I'm really happy I have that little pochette. I mean, if I never used it again, I'm happy to have it, just to look at it. I guess I did added my other PM agenda, and this one's not always in my bag, but often it is. So if I need to take notes sometime, I can. I try to put positive little statements in here, try to keep up with a weight loss journey and what weight loss has been happening lately, because I'm not writing my things down. Still working out a lot, but it takes more than just that, I guess. So anyway, this is a great little piece to have. And this, again, I had gotten it quite used, but it's still in such great shape and they last. So it was a really good buy. And I do have a little Louis Vuitton pen. And I love having it in there, but I rarely use it. I just always have another pen case with me that I can take a pen out of. Let's see. In this dust bag, I have another wallet, and this is another zippy wallet. This was the very first one I had. It has a pen mark there. I think if I ever tried to resell this, it would I wouldn't get near as much back for it because of that, and it did show wear very early after I got it, but then it stopped. It's been in really good shape. Otherwise, I do love the gold zipper with it, and again, I have the pieces. I have some paper in there to hold its shape, but it has feels like leather interior. it's just beautiful. And every Christmas, every Valentine's, I love to pull this out. And then every time I carry a colored bag, I have a couple of like dark, well, like blue bags. I just think this is such a fun piece to have with it. So I really like having this. And then another makeup bag I have is this little dome shape. And I never thought that I would really like this shape very much, but I like this in the small one. At one point I had the larger one, and I got rid of it just because I wasn't using it, but it was fine too. There was nothing wrong with it. I just wasn't using it so much. But this red interior, of course, with the damier bean, and I got this pretty early on in my collection, and it has held up really well. You can see a little wear on the corners, but overall it's just amazing how they last. But I love to use this every time I carry my Speedy. And so, especially the 25, but with the 30, both of my Speedies are, well, 2 of the 3 are damier beans. So I always carry this one when I carry a Speedy for sure. And then this one I have not used hardly at all, but I still am happy I have it. This is a size 15. I bought this used also from a Facebook friend. And it has a little made in France, and that was the only really wear and tear. It was just that some patina on that little band there, or on a little label, but it does hold a lot. And I've been hearing some really good reviews that made me feel like it was such a good buy, and I was really glad I had gotten it. But whenever I use a smaller bag, this does work really well. So I guess I have all 3 sizes, or just 3 sizes. If there are, I have all 3. I must like this a lot. So moving on, another wallet, Louis Vuitton, damier bean. This is probably my favorite wallet just because it is long. I can keep my bills flat, and it is a thin wallet, so I can really maximize the space, and it can transition really well from bag to bag. And so this is what it looks like inside. It has that little red. I always love whatever color against that canvas there. Sometimes this gets in the way, but who cares? I mean, it's really a pretty minor thing. So I had a little issue, by the way, when I got it. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. Oh my gosh, it's impossible to miss. I had this little bubbling early on, and I tried to get it replaced, and they wouldn't do it. They said it's wear and tear, and I don't know. Whatever. It's really fine. I don't really think about it anymore, but I do love this wallet, and I used to have this in the monogram, and I actually really miss it in the monogram, but most of my bags are damier bean, so it made sense to me at the time to have the wallet in the damier bean. I don't know. I just love looking at that. That is just a really fun wallet. I did include the 2 pieces that came in the Felice wallet on chain. Here she is. I guess she could be an SLG. And I still love her so much. In fact, where I keep a lot of my SLGs, I have her sitting by this like little TV. It's kind of on display. Now this part here in the cloth, this part shows dirt really easily. Like, I've been pretty careful with it, but I would need to wipe that down. It's looking kind of gross. It's not going to pick up on the camera, but if you can see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I don't really like the cotton lining, but it's fine. And again, it has that chain, which is just beautiful, and it's actually comfortable, and it will detachable, and you could use it with a favorite, which I do not have, but I do have the Eva, and it looks great with the Eva also. But these items come with the Felice, and I use these all the time by themselves. Sometimes I use this by itself. And then it holds the cash, and it's really generous what it can hold. I mean, it might kind of gape like that, but it's not bad. It doesn't seem to affect the stitching or anything like that. And then this thing is amazing. It's really stuffed right now, but I was changing bags, and I didn't take the time to take out my cards from my gift card. Actually, I guess I need to show you this. This is my Epi card holder. On hindsight, I might have gotten this in a different color, but it was so functional. It's so good. You know, poor me. I would live with this gray, but it has an LV there. And I do love the yellow lining. I don't know if you can see that. I shouldn't be so lazy. I should take those cards out. Anyway, but it can hold cash also, but right now I have like insurance and I have cards and I don't know, just random things. Oh, and loose change in there. And then I just added this in there, which isn't the best idea because then it sort of distorts it just a slight bit. I don't think it's going to affect the quality of it, but that's how it is presently. So what I'm using right now. Okay. This is fun. I hope I'm not too boring with you guys. This is a larger pochette that I have, and I've gotten this in the epi. I just love the epi, and I don't know why the resale the epi is not as good. I mean, they last so well. Anyway, it's just, I love the feel of it, and I love this silver. I know it's called palladium or something, but anyway, it's silver to me. And inside are the two straps. This one came with the pochette, and it's nice and generous. You could easily fit that over your arm or have it over on the side as a, you know, wristlet. And then I bought the little, this is called something strap, that so I could attach it, and that I could have it as a little crossbody. And everything I would get always had a zipper. And now I'm trying to get used to the idea of maybe getting a flat bag of some sort before my 50th. But so far, I just can't figure it out. I don't know. But I think I'll keep this baby in my collection. It's generous. It holds a lot. And then, I don't know if you can see, but back over there is my Alma, and it's in this epi, and I use it too, and I can always have the strap to add to it to wear it crossbody, but it's hard to model that from here, and that's not an SLG. But it's such a stiff bag, it really doesn't look as good crossbody. I just like knowing I have that option to do so, but I've really been enjoying that bag. And sometimes I use this in there, and sometimes once I gave myself the freedom that I don't have to use this with the epi a bag, I mean, sometimes I felt like I have to match, but if I give myself the permission that it's okay not to, then I sort of enjoy the pieces more. To just let it be and let it be the bag, and then whatever works for me at the time in the bag, then that's what I carry. I am just rambling. But anyway, this is my pochette, of which I have another one. I used to have it in the monogram, but I just wasn't using it. And lately I have not been using this, but I feel like it's such a nice, versatile piece that can do the same things. I mean, it has a small strap. Now, I have its own strap with it. It's an interesting size and shape. I was going to sell it a few times. I just haven't. But I could use my Eva strap to go across, but it is so low, especially when you're 5'2" like me, that this one I had bought when I got my first Speedy, which only came out in the traditional form. It didn't have the bandolier version. So I bought the strap to go with it so I could wear it crossbody anyway. And then I sold that, but I still have this, and I know you can't see it, but it goes right. It goes right to my hip. Sorry, this is not a good place to film, but I have my son's in there working in the other room, so this is what I'm left to. Okay, I do not see any more Louis Vuitton SLGs to show you, but that's what I have. It is a lot. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Kathsaddiction, and anyone else who had asked for me to do this. And shortly, I hope, I was looking at the time, I would like to do one that shows all of my other SLGs from all the other brands. Okay, take care. Bye.